Good evening and welcome to the Wednesday night live Q&A with me, Leon BARTROPP, and you, the community, helping to put more fish on the bank for you and answer all your carp fishing questions and queries. Hope you're well this Wednesday night. I'll just wait for everyone to come in. Evening, Carp. Evening, Scott John Tyres on Facebook. Evening to everybody on Facebook and on YouTube. If you haven't got yourself over to my YouTube channel, you watch it on Facebook, you haven't subscribed to the channel, get yourself over to Leon BARTROPP Carper YouTube channel. There's loads of vlogs on there and how-tos and loads of really good stuff that may help you in your fishing, and hopefully me and the carp dog entertain you a little bit. Get over there, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon, and you'll never miss a live stream or an uploaded video again. Also, guys, appreciate if you share this on your Facebook page or just share it out to your mates who'd like to see it. The carp dog's down there and he's wanting, look, can you see it? You can't see him, can you? Come here, come here, come up here, come up here, come here. There's the carp dog. He's always about at the beginning, isn't he? Here he is. Bless him. Eh? Bless his little cotton socks. He wants to go downstairs now. Well, hope everyone's great this Wednesday night. Out Rob Alcock, hope you're well. Dominic Pearson, thanks for liking the vlogs. I'm glad you watch them. I'm glad and I'm thankful that all you guys watch them. Otherwise, if I didn't get people watching them and getting such great feedback and brilliant comments that you guys give, I wouldn't be doing them. So keep the comments and the shares and the likes and the watches coming, because it makes it all worthwhile. It really does. Paul Finesse is at the Baltic Bluebell Lakes. Bloody hell, yeah. It's that easterly, northeasterly wind, isn't it? But I saw on the news tonight that next week is going to be, in places, 24 degrees. Yes, 24 degrees next week, apparently. How true it is, I don't know, but they reckon it's going to be 24 degrees. Evening, the Crazy Blind Carper. Matthew Mullins, evening. Liam A says, have I done any good on the bank? No, I've been blanking my arse off for the last 5 weeks till I had that, last time I caught one was that big common, which would last me all year, believe me. And the carp dogs have said to me, right, we'll let you catch that one. Now you're going to blank for about 6 months. So it's the carp god's way of weighing things out, I suppose. Yeah, hard to believe 24 degrees next week, isn't it? Really hard to believe. Yeah. I'll believe it when I see it. Well, we've got 173 people in the house tonight on YouTube. Let's have a look at on Facebook. See how many people we've got in there. Bear with me, guys. I'm just clicking a few buttons. What have we got on Facebook? We've got 65 people in on Facebook. Well, thanks for all of you turning up. Appreciate it. John Bryce says, not up here in Scotland. No. Evening. Scott Cross in Wales. Snow the week after. Graham the Dodge Green says it. Well, I wouldn't put it past her. Deep Burton's going to try freezer baits. What's the best way to defrost them? Dry them right out. Dean, I wouldn't dry them out too much. In fact, what I do is I add liquids and powders to them. What I do is I get the freezer baits out, especially this time of year. It's what I've been doing. You'll see it on Monday's vlog. What I've been doing, I've swapped over from the pop-ups to the bottom baits, just like I did last summer on the Park Lake. I've swapped over to the fish meals already. So I like to just get them out of the freezer, leave them for an hour, so you get a little bit of that water in the bag, which is all the goodness, all the lovely liquids coming out of those boilies. Then I mix in some of my hydrolyzed liquid liver, and then I let them soak in for a while, because it will start to suck it back in once it starts drying out. It suck all that liquid liver in. You can use anything you really want, you know, betterling, anything, better stim, anything you want. I just choose to use the hydrolyzed liver liquid. Then I put green lip mussel and hydrolyzed liver powder. But you can use any powders, you know, krill powder, whatever you want to do to make. And what it does, it gives little dots, little bits of paste on the boilie, and it gives it all that attraction coming out. They still go out in a frying stick, still go out in the catapult. Evening, D Unknown. Russ Slade, evening. Cheers, thank you very much, Russ. Brian Mills, hi, how are you, mate? Yeah, both. See, Brian Mills, that's another really good tip, what Brian Mills does. Bird foods and fish meals, both mixed together and put out there. That's a really good tip, that. Little shout out to Mal. Ian Carp says, the Fox biscuits are lovely. Should have got 2 packs, still blanking 2 days left on the bank. Well, with them Fox biscuits, you only get 7, I think. I think it's only 7 in a packet, which is outrageous. And I can't even remember how much they cost. But are you guys liking the biscuit of the week, the new thing in the vlogs, the biscuit of the week? Are you liking it? Because if you're not, I'll stop doing it. But if you think it's quite funny and you're enjoying it, I'll carry on doing it. I've got lots of... I went into bloody Tesco's at 4 o'clock in the morning, the other morning, on the way to fishing, and there's about 500 different biscuits. I'm gonna be the size of a house trying all those out. Evening, Stephen Davies. Evening, Stephen Langley as well. Stuart Blackley says, so it's best to use bottom baits next week? It all depends on the lake and the swim you're fishing and the aerial fishing. Sometimes I can fish a lake that's weedy and I'll have a bottom bait and 2 pop-ups on, or 3 pop-ups on with 2 different pop-up rigs on. I'd never go, yep, just use bottom bait, or from now on, because it all depends on the lake you're fishing and the swim. Of course you can, Brian. You can ask anything on here, guys. It's your community. You know, I just host it. I just answer as many questions as I can, or pass them on to people who can answer them better than I can. Evening, Graham Rowland. Hope you're well. And I've got a lovely new bit of kit for those guys who don't like tufties. I've got a new bit of kit, right, that scares the bloody things away up to about 400 metres. It's absolutely crazy bit of kit. I was very dubious about this bit of kit, because it's not cheap either, and you'll see that in the vlog Monday. So keep an eye out for that. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe, guys. Hit the bell notification, then you'll get advised every time. You won't miss any of the vlogs or the live streams. William O'Neill says, how do you look in a wig? Oh, bloody hell, terrible. Uglier than I look now. Cold out on the bank tonight. Yeah, it's that easterly, northeasterly wind. Something else I found out as well, which was rather concerning. I had a couple of guys, and this is a thank you to the guys that put the comments on the last vlog saying that chocolate, because in the vlog I give the Carp Dog one of the Fox's biscuits, and it's got bits of chocolate in it, and they put on there that chocolate is really bad, can be fatal for dogs. I looked it up and it's bloody hell. God, that is toxic to dogs. So the pork chop won't be getting any more chocolate biscuits. That's for bloody sure. I think I've got the bit of kit here. Wait a sec. I bet the tufties. I'll show you. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. Look at that bad boy. Look at that. Look. Whoa. And it's legal, unlike a laser, which is not legal. This has got a special LED in there. God, sorry, I blinded you, didn't I? And you can get them on eBay. I'll put the link afterwards in the closed Facebook group, and I'll put it on the Facebook page, pin it to the top, and the YouTube. After this gets loaded up, go and have a look at this. I was very, very dubious when I got contacted about this. Someone sent me, look, get yourself one of these. They are the thing for scaring tufties off your spot up to 200 yards away. Up to 200 yards away. I was like, yeah, all right, whatever. Laser pen works sometimes it doesn't. But the thing is, you get nicked for using the old laser pen, didn't you? Because people shine them up the bloody planes. But have a look at Monday's vlog. This proper works. It proper works. I've been using it the last 2 nights fishing. It proper works. So check it out on Monday on the vlog. You'll see all about it. I'll tell you all about it. Yeah, they got smaller lights at Wembley, Mark Dean. Yeah, I hope you're well, Kodak. Evening, Gavin Butler. Evening, the Manchester Carper. SLR for the toughies, yeah, an SLR be good, Paul, wouldn't it? 7.62 round. Dominic Carson hope resurface a service handy black chicken missile. Well, I'll tell you what, I showed my mate this over the lake, and there were some, I'm not joking, right? There were toughies about 400 yards away. I switched this on, right? I switched this on, shone it out, and this is in the daylight. This is not in the dark. This is in the daylight. And it scared the life out of them at 400 yards. That's how mad this thing is. So check it out on Monday on the vlog. Evening, Andy Gibbons. Carl Worthington, evening on Facebook. Jordan Jody Clark, evening on Facebook. Not warm enough for halibut pellets yet. Well, I say that. I mean, I took the water temperature last couple of days and it's 12.1. So that's warm enough for halibut pellets to me. I've swapped over to the fish meals. You know, so they will dissolve definitely. But it needs to be a constant. Now, if we're getting these 15, 18, 20 degrees next week, them fish are going to be coming out everywhere, you know. Before you know it, they'll be spawning. It'd be madness. Paul Bradley, honestly, Paul, I was very dubious when someone contacted me about this because it's not cheap. It's 45 quid, right? It's oh, blimey, sorry about the noise. It's rechargeable with a USB and it's rechargeable. You plug it in and it's got an 18650 battery, the same as what I use in my vape. It's got one of these batteries. It's got one of those batteries in there. So it lasts ages. It's mega powerful. So I'll put the link up so you can go and have a look at it, but wait till Monday for the vlog. I was amazed. I was amazed that it actually works so bloody well. Scared the life out of me, mate. He was literally the other side of the lake, I would say, which has got to be 500-600 yards, just gone dusk. I walked round like that, pressed the button on, and he texted me and he went, bloody hell, that's bright. But it's a beam. You know, Carp Catcher said he had 2 doubles yesterday after 6 blanks. Still got a massive grin. I bet you have. I'd love to have 2 doubles. I'd love to have 1 double at the moment. You know, the light rod. I'll put all the link and all the information so you can have a look at it when this video loads up on both Facebook and YouTube, which is about an hour after hour after we finish. And I'll put the link in the close Facebook group. So you can just go and have a look. But yeah, it's pretty amazing. Not tried to spam yet, Luke. That'd be in the summer. Seen them earlier. Top Hatter, you may have done, Brian. But this has actually been developed by a company called Mirko LED, who just specifically design LED lights. So wait till you see it Monday and you'll be all right. Cheers, Stuart Blakely. Loves the black shirt. You can get these on the website, leoncarpdog.com, guys. And the mugs and everything else is on there if that's your thing. MJ, it will work on the wife. She won't be able to see you. Dave Booth dropped monster crab in my shed today. Jeezy feels sick. I bet you do. Bloody hell. John No Cart Wallace caught some fish Sunday. Well done, mate. He stopped the blanking. That's what I need to do as well now. Time to get the salt out, Mick Bain says. It could well do scare more, but I tell you what. But the thing is, I didn't use it at night. I used it in the daytime. The daytime. Normally, even with lasers, some lasers, I mean, Kodak's ones are good, but they don't scare off of them. This, it was like someone shot them. Super S82 Highland, what's the maximum distance I should be getting with 18mm boilies in a throwing stick? I'm currently fishing 78 yards and struggling to get the distance with the stick. Have you tried wetting the stick for one? Also, the problem that you might have, your baits might not be fully round. The rounder they are, the further they go. Depends what throwing stick you've got as well. You should be getting 78 yards, I would say. If they're not properly, the rounder they are, the further they will go. Stuart Blakely says, where will it best to go next week? All depends what area you want to travel to, Stuart. I mean, linear, any of those, it's all going to start getting really busy now, guys, though. But 45 quid, Peter. It's not cheap, but I tell you what, it does the trick. Dan B says, is it best to use the proven bait on a lake or try something different? This is what I would do, Dan. If there's a proven bait on there, have one rod on that, or two rods, but have one or two rods on your own bait. It'd be so much more satisfying catching on your own bait. Chris Burns said, how do you change the fish meal 25%? Chris, what I do is, I mean, I'm using a bait which I've been testing for the last year called Monster X, and it's got a high percentage of fish meals in there. I think it's about 30%, 40%, something. I'm not 100% sure. But it's got 2 or 3 different types of fish meals in there. And it's got like a monster crab flavour sort of like essence in there as well. So it's just very fishy. And it's got a lot of, you know, liver powder and all that sort of stuff in there. So I've swapped over from the System X, the all-season one, which is more of a bird food. More of a, you know, nut meal in there. More of a, you know, more winterised sort of stuff. Brent Tomlinson, this light would definitely work on cormorants. Yeah, as Brian Mills says, use a bait that you have confidence in, 100%. Doesn't matter where you get it from, doesn't matter how much it costs. You make it your own, or you buy one of the brands, or you buy from somewhere around the corner. If it smells nice, you get confidence in it, you start catching on it. Doesn't matter, does it? Nathan Tyson, well done, mate. It was out in France. He had a £49 9-ounce mirror yesterday morning. Absolutely stomping, that is. Alan Dixon says, Leon, what rig tube do you recommend? There's 2 that I recommend. One is the Calder one. Really good rig tube. It's the one I use. And 2, which a lot of people are raving about at the moment. I haven't seen it myself yet. And that's the ESP Extra Heavy Tungsten. I spoke to the guy at ESP and he says it's really supple. And there's a new rig tube coming out by, God, what's that bloody tackle company? They're sending me some to have a look at. Bloody, I'll remember it in a minute. Spam, Luke. Try Spam. David Bryce, hi Leon, gave the nuts a chance, slimy Marmite tigers as a result. Hope the Carp like them. They will. Because in the Marmite, you've got some really good ingredients in that Marmite, some really good active yeasts. That's the one. ESP one, Michael Goodyear. They've got a new one that's just come out as well, which is really supple and heavier than the Calder one. No problem, Mark Smith. It's just good. Rigmarole, that's it, to be sure. Rigmarole. They showed me this this tubing that they've got, which I think it's out now. They were selling it at the Big One show. I'm waiting for them to send me stuff, and it's just like, it's just really supple and really nice. So I'm going to have a look at that as well. I can't tell you how good it is until I've actually used it. Wayne Rules says, I'm looking for a new sleeping bag, 4 to 5 season. What's on the market? I see one of the Carpology videos the other day about the Sonic one. About 80 quid, I think, and the sleeping bag looks really spot on. But there's like 365 one by Tracker, Cyprinus do a good one, you know, for about 50 quid. There's lots of, which would do one for about 50, 60 quid as well, which is good. Will Holly says, have you ever tried the pop-ups from hell? Yes, I have in the past. Really like them, the pop-ups from hell, because they've got M-butyric acid in them. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you can use Tutti Frutti boilies all year round. You can use most baits all year round, you know. Yeah, Wayne Nibble says the Gardner covert rig tuning is very supple. Fortis one's very good, Ross. Definitely. I've got a Fortis bag. Very expensive, though. Evening, Luke Williams. Dan Nelson says, Leon, in your opinion, what's the best marker float setup or just the lead? Personally, I use just the lead. I cast out to the spot I want to fish or I think's a good spot to fish. I feel the drop down, see if it's in weed or it's a hard area or whatever. Then I clip it up. If I'm happy, I clip it up. Then I tie an old rig on, cast back to the same spot, feel it down. If it lands exactly the same as it did before, I just drag it back a couple of feet just to see how the lead slips along, and what comes back on the hook. Because it might be a hard spot, but it might be a hard spot in weed. So then I adjust my rigs or look for another spot. But if you're looking for a marker rod setup, I'd use a boom of about 1 foot. I mean, you can get the little packs from Calder or ESP or Fox, where you get all the booms and everything else, you know, for your lead. So it lifts it up above any weed, and, you know, you use one of those. Chris Burns says, what spod setup do you use? I don't spod very often. Only on places like Sandhurst and that. I use a Spom. I've actually got, where is it? Thought I had. I got given one of these in Germany when I was out there, because everyone was raving about them. I haven't even taken it out of the package yet to use, but I think it's quite flimsy and I think that's going to break. Now, I can't comment on it because I haven't used it yet, so I'm going to carry on using my Spom when I do get to Spom, but it just seems very plasticky. Is that the right word? But I know some people rave about it, so I got given one in Germany when I was out there working, and yeah, I mean, it could work, couldn't it? I haven't used it yet though. But to me, initial impressions were that's going to break. So I'm going to stay with the Spom at the moment. Used the Spom for years, can't fault them. No problem, Tommy Knott. Neil Buntley says he tried the YouTube channel, can't figure out how to join in the conversation. All you need to do is go down, get onto the live stream like now in YouTube and go right down to the bottom if you're having trouble commenting, and go past all the videos and that, and you'll see comments, and you just type in your comment there on the live, or on your phone you can go down and you put the comments in as well. Stuart Blakey says, when I get to the lake I just sling rods out. Is it right to do shops? I bait up first. Personally, this is what I do. If I get to the lake, I just stick out 3, whatever baits I had on. I'd normally leave the pop-ups or bottom baits on, or put fresh ones on. Just ping them out with light leads, 20 yards out or 30 yards or to the areas. Leave them for a couple of hours while we're getting all sorted out, set up and everything else. You never know, you might get a bite. Liberal Cart said definitely break. It does feel that way. It does feel very fragile. Does feel very fragile, you know? I mean, I haven't even had it off the... Let's have a look. I mean, it does feel like that's going to move about a bit, but that might be part of it. You know, I'm not even sure how it works properly. Not being a spommer. Oh, like that. That's it. You put your stuff in there and then you just pull it down. But it feels very... Feels like this is going to break. Feels like it's going to... This plastic, look. It's bending like... You have a few casts of that 100 yards full of bait. I think it could break. I might be wrong, but that's what I get. That's the feeling I get. There you go. Camera Stat says click on top chat, then you can comment. Exactly. Ian Carp says got some samples of the Monster X with my pop-ups. We'll give them a go. Yep, give them a go, Ian. You won't be disappointed. Really nice bait. And it smells of monster crab as well. And a couple of other little bits in there. Flimsy is the word, lip hook carper. That's the one, flimsy. Well, I'm going to give it a go when I do some spotting. I don't know when that's going to be. I would say probably in the summer. So we'll give it a go. I suspect it'd be good for floaters though. Yeah, pull loose. I must agree at the moment. Why change it if it's not broken? My Spom, I use a real large one and a mini one for floaters and that. And it's always served me well. So I just got given it in Germany when I was working out there. So give it a go. What have you got to lose? Because everyone was talking about them. I thought, well, why not? But I do like the Spom. Crafty Boy says, have you ever tried maggot with fake sweet corn? Yep, definitely. All them little bits and pieces you can mix and max, and even plastic maggots now. I've had quite a few fish on them over the years in the winter. I am on the Alien Lake this spring when I managed to get over there, Anthony. Russell Jarvis says, hi Leon, who does the Monster X please? SSP Baits. I don't think it's out officially till next week. The team members have been using it for the last year. So they want to test it, get all the levels right, get everything absolutely spot on. They've got it spot on. And they're going to be releasing it next week, I believe. Stuart Blakey says, should I put oils on boilies when I put them out? You can do. I mean, you can put anything you want to on there. Hemp oil, salmon oil. Now, the water temperature's gone above 10 degrees. You put salmon oil. You can put toasted sesame seed on there. You can put liquid balacan. You can put, like this, look. Liquid balacan. You can put that. You can put whatever you feel confident putting on there. Pork Chop is down there having a munch on the dot spot, I think. No, he's not. He's having a munch on his bone. To be sure said, can you recommend a good yeast for a base mix? I tell you the one you should have a look at, and it's called Broccacell. If you can get hold of it, it's what makes the cell by mainline a good part of why that was good. Broccacell's a good one if you can get hold of it. There are some alternatives. Brian Mills on here might be able to give you some better information. He's your bait man. Paul Lewis says, Leon, did you get hold of any Christ and Bogey particle fixer? Not yet, Paul, but it's in the pipeline for getting some. I'm going to give that a go this year as well in the summer. That old Christ and Bogey. It looks a real good little product, that. I'm bang on the fish meals now. Yep, brilliant quality. The good oil from supermarkets as well. Brewer's yeast, yep. Dave Wright says, evening on blankly blank, lost one, wounded. I know, I feel your pain. I lost one this winter as well, and then lost me bloody steak from the steak burglar, if you remember. Brewer's yeast, yep, that's another good one. Chris Lowe says, have a look at the TF Gear Air Bomb, Leon. Bought one, very impressed. Use it the weekend. Puts the dot Spom to shame. Better than the Spom 2. Right, I'll have to have a look at that. I did hear a few of my friends said to me that they had a problem with it. The inner was coming out, but it was like a bit of a malfunction with it. Mike Bain says, our squid base mix is still available anywhere, Leon. I'm not sure, to be honest. Brian Mills might be able to help you, or Graham Rowland on it. There you go. Dominic Carter said Broccacell yeast, which is a good yeast. You can get it from British Aquafeeds or Spotted Fin. Do it. There you go. I have tried the Fox Repeat PVA bag system when I've used PVA bags, which isn't very often, Rupert. Yeah, really like it. You stick it down, turn it. I can't tie PVA bags, but with that rapid system by Fox, boom, 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 it's done. Never used A2 bait, Sean. GW78 says, testing his air bomb weekend. Hope it don't break. Let us know what you think of it. If any of you guys use the air bomb or the dots bomb or the spot, let us know in the next live. Harrison Warren says, what Hudson rods you got? I've got the Dream Makers, the new Dream Makers. I've got the 3 1/4 ones. I still haven't had a fish on them yet though. Mate, they cast absolutely lovely. You feel your spots better. They're really responsive. I'm casting as far with the 3 1/4 with ease than I was with my big heavy rods. It's actually quite surprised me. It really has, you know. So the Carp Gods have put the jinx on it because I've got new rods, which I've had for about a month now. I can't get a bite. So the Carp, it's always the way, isn't it? Well done, David Bell. Name of the laser torch is, it's a Mirko. You won't find it anywhere. It's on eBay. I'll put the links to everything when these finish. Actually, I might be able to type it. I can't do it now, actually. I can't. I don't think I can type it up. But wait, and I'll find it out, and I'll put it all in the description and the comments when these load up. There you go, John No Carp Wallace. He tried the dot spud and it broke on a third cast. It did seem that way looking at it. It looks flimsy. I've heard of Linval, Chris. No problem, Ian. Charles Taylor says air bomb is about as reliable as the Russian ones, judging by the feedback. Evening, Vital Jacobs. Bogey hemp ball, big edge. Yeah, I'm going to be using that in the summer, definitely. Yeah, with threading your tubing, make sure it's dry. I've always found if you have wet tubing, it's really difficult to thread. Nick Philibon says, where can I get one of your black chicken t-shirts from, Leon? If you go to my website, leoncarper.com, in the shop section, there's loads of different t-shirts, mugs, hats, kids' hoodies, loads of stuff on there. Phone case, look. Phone cases for the iPhone and the Samsung. Loads of kit and merchandise on there. Check it all out, leoncarper.com, in the shop section, if that's your thing. Raj McGinnis says, hi Leon, he's watching the show while working. Good for you, Raj. Evening Joe says he loves the channel. Thanks for watching, guys. Yeah, I was surprised, William, that, you know, I used to use 2 3/4 rods years ago. I went to, like, there must be 3 1/2, 3 3/4, the Lion Carp rods, which I love, by the way, and the Fox Horizon XTs I used, which I think are about 3 1/2, 3 3/4 as well. Used these Hutchie Dream Makers after doing a lot of research on them. 3 1/4, and I'm really impressed with them. Just need to catch a fish on them. I think it's going to be electrifying because how well they cast and how responsive they are. Chris Burns says, when's the t-shirt you got on out, Leon? You can get these, and these are soft fill. They're a different material to the normal t-shirts. These are the soft fill ones for the same price, free postage as well. Check them out. They're on there now at leoncarper.com. Rob Humphrey says, do you rate using the bait drop poles, or would you rather use a bait boat fish under snag trees? Personally, I don't really fish snags. I fish near them, or I fish the margin next to them. Baiting pole is perfect. Unless, of course, it's the other side of the lake. Then, you know, fishing snags not really my thing. Phone cases, I think, are $12.99, something like that. I think. I'm not 100% sure though. Jamie Appleton says, have you started using the fish meal yet or still the winter bait? No, I'm using the fish meals. Samsung A5 2017 phone case. It's only the Sam that I think, because I have to get them printed individually to order. They've only got the iPhones up to 8s and the Samsung Edges, slim ones and that, I think. So at the moment, I think you're out of luck, Brian. Sorry. Daryl Giles, is that pod Summit used? Yep, it's the Summit low profile pod, Daryl. Pete's Angling Journey says, can someone please tell me a trusted company to service tawny reels? I got my reel serviced last year by Western Developments. And they've come back like they're brand new. Check out Western Developments. Nathan Tyson, how long are you running the new merchandise for, Leon? Well, for as long as it sells, I suppose. For as long as you want me to. I've got 2 more prints to come of. One of a common, which is coming, which I'm going to put on a t-shirt. So this is going to be the start of a new range. I've called it the Black Etched range. Evening, John Sargent. Charles Taylor says, Linear's very busy at the moment. I think it's busy all the time, isn't it? Hi, Gary Stephen. Brian Dixon says, hi, Leon. What's your opinion on fishing on flooded lakes? Would you still fish or leave it alone? I mean, if you've got a place which isn't flooded, or if the lake's really, if there's a river flowing into it and flowing out of it, I'd probably leave it alone. I'd probably see if I can rescue the fish. No problem, Pete's Angling Journey. Yeah, check out Western Developments. They serviced my reels about a year and a half ago. Did a really good job. Evening, Brett Story. I think there is Samsung S8 on there, Daniel. I'm pretty sure there's a Samsung S8 on the website. Go and check it out. Cheers, Phil, Alan Halliwell. Dean Willard, does it? Not really. If I'm honest, Dean, it trickles out. All it does is the tiny little bit of profit I get just helps me get stuff, you know, helps me get stuff. Pays for the bloody software that runs this so I can run it on Facebook and YouTube at the same time, so it keeps everyone happy. And for getting, you know, like bits of kit to do reviews on and use, you know, so it just goes towards it. I actually lose money doing this, so, you know. Yeah, Michael Goodge says Western Developments 100%. Clifford Jarmer says, will you do hoodies with the carp print on the back? I'm definitely thinking of doing them, Clifford. I'm thinking of doing this print on the back and just having a little, like, black chicken or, you know, tiny little logo there being the black chicken in white or something. So, yes. Yep, Tackle Box is also good for servicing reels. I had them service my SS3000 about 10 years ago. They've done a very good job. Evening, Jeremy Smith. Sorry. Jeremy. Wayne Nipper says, who does Mrs. B miss most when you're out, Leon? You or Barney? Well, what do you think? I can tell you straight away, it ain't me. Lucas Wilder says, this time next year you'll be a millionaire, deal, but I don't think so, somehow. Graham Card, no, I can't get anyone. Guys, if you know anyone who's really good with Photoshop or Illustrator, what I want to do is see up here, I want to make this into a PNG file. This, so it's not so square, but actually I quite like it like this, believe it or not, because it looks like it's coming in from the left, the fish. But no, I haven't had any joy with that. Stop Clock Images says, do you ever use a fresh boilie out the bag as a hook bait, or do you tend to use special ones you've had soaked in something? Yeah, definitely. I tend to use special ones, if I'm honest, Stop Clock. Definitely. I like to pimp them up with stuff, you know, like liver powder and belly can and liquid liver, you know. So I like to pimp them up, give lots of attraction so the fish home in on it. Nathan Tyson, what does Mrs. B say about all the tackle? Is it all in the garage or invading the living room? It's a bit of both, really. I've got quite a bit in the garage, but she's always moaning at me, and I have to have a clear out every now and again. So what I'll probably do periodically is these bits of kit that I do reviews on. I'll be doing a sort of giveaway. They'll be used, but I'll probably do a giveaway or to some young anglers or, you know, some projects or something, because eventually it has to go. I can't keep it all. Evening, Charles Swigger, even, sorry. Stuart Blakely, if your girlfriend can do that, sort this out. Send me a message, mate. Mike Swift said, what rig would you use with a wafter? Now, this is what, I don't use wafters very often, but when I do, I like to keep it simple. I like to use just a nylon, either fluorocarbon or, you know, hook link, knotless knot, or a D-rig, and just have it so it just floats down lovely, like that. You can use braid, coated braid, a wide gape hook, about an inch and a half out, a little tiny ring, or do a little knot on the bend of the hook, and just have it so it's nice and slowly floats down, and have a long hair of about an inch and a half. Dave Booth says, how long will freezer baits last in hemp oil and liver powder? Well, the ones I used these last 2 nights fishing, or camping should I say, that was the 3rd time I've got them out the freezer, and that was hydrolyzed liver, a little bit of hemp oil in there, hydrolyzed liver powder and greenlit mussel, and they're still all right. Yep, Garrett custom reels are good as well. Yeah, I think you could be right, Russell. I think Garrett custom reels and Western have sort of, they're doing stuff together now. I remember speaking to them at the shows, but yeah, I mean, you know, they are top draw. If you want your real service or customising, they're the guys. Yeah, Matthew Randall says he used a slow sinking piece of plastic corn with a wafter on a Danny Fairbrass rig. There you go. Mike Bain says, what's the strangest bait you have caught on, Leon? Oh, bloody hell. I think it must be plastic corn. Because years ago when I tried plastic corn after everyone else, or even a bit of black foam when I'm zigging, it's a bit of a leap of faith to use a plastic bait or a bit of black foam. So when I actually did use them and I caught one, I was mega surprised. Brent Thomas says, Leon, if someone is looking for a cheap action camera, Aldi are doing one for 30 quid. My mate has used it for a couple of weeks. It's great. Some invest in one today. I'm going to have a look at that as well, Brent, because I've got a GoPro, but I want a second one for doing some underwater stuff this year. Pete Mayer says, where do you get your greenlit mussel powder from? I get it from SSP Bait. This is the liver. You can get it from 2 places. Greenlit mussel, you can get it from SSP Baits. There's loads of different companies out there that do it. Or you can actually get it from like Sports Nutrition off the internet as well. But it all comes from the same place. As long as it's New Zealand one, it's got to be a good quality one. Greenlit mussel. Thanks Clifford Jarman for the £2.99 super chat, much appreciated. Half of it is for the biscuits and half of it's for a treat for the carp dog. He's going to love you, Clifford. Thank you very much for that. I do need a ghillie, William. In fact, I think I'm a ghillie for a lot of people at the moment. I keep on taking photos for everyone. These last 2 days, I had to take a couple of photos for people where I'm blanking. When the carp gods aren't shining down on me, they've jinxed me new carp rods. Jack Evans says he remembers a couple of summers ago he stalked out a stunning little mirror on a bit of Jaffa cake. Bloody hell, Jack. Now, that takes biscuit of the week to a whole new level, doesn't it? Here we go, guys. What is the most strangest hook bait? I mean, who's going to beat a bit of Jaffa cake? What's the most strangest hook bait that you've caught a carp on? Put it in the comments down below. The most strangest bait you've ever caught a carp on. The winning one at the moment is Jack Evans with a bit of Jaffa cake. Fair play to you. Yeah, Rich Daniel says sticky baits do liver powder and Juliet mussel good also. Yeah, they're good. Evening, Pete Runnels. Mrs. B has got me a diet on Pete, but I've been veering off it a little bit. As you will see on Monday's vlog at the start, you'll see I've veered off it a little bit. Haribo sweet, Michael Etherington, piece of cheese, rubber bread, deer poo, Steve Perry. Oh, Steve, that's just awesome. Deer poo. That's just wrong, isn't it? Filter tip floater. Yeah, fag end. I know people have caught me there. Marshmallow. Mike Swift, the cola bottle. Sig filter dipped in glug. Jelly tots, a slug. Desi one ball. Cork ball, Keith Ogie. Yeah, cork balls are actually a very good floater bait. Coconut naan, William O'Neill. Rainbow drops, Ian Carp. Black pudding, freeline, the big lump. That was about 40 years ago. John Shardlow. Bloody hell, should have kept it. I love black pudding. Campbell's meatballs and gravy. Charles Taylor. Double garden pea, Rob Humphrey. He's caught on a red jelly, Mick Baines. Mike Swift's caught using a frog. Brett Dunner says bits of dead black chicken. John Hollyoak, lemon drizzle cake. Blood marshmallow seems a popular one. A lion bar. A boily, Brian Mills says. I like your style, Brian. I like your style. Potato, Chris Burnsy. Well, Carp Dog's had enough. Look, you see him down there. Look, Carp Dog's had enough. Go on then. Fanta bread mixed together, it caught a 13 kilo carp. Mate, good going. Burnt cell in France. Opal fruit, Rich Daniels. Andy Gales, bear hook. I've seen a couple of people catch fish on bear hooks as well. Had one on a pike lure as well, Dave Booth. Now that's awesome, isn't it? Malteser, really good floating bait, Malteser. 4 sections of eel on a pike rig, Stephen Brooks. Dog biscuits, chickens. Tench on raw bacon. Noise bogey. Nose bogey. Sorry, Wolverine, one you go. Bit of peanut butter and banana sandwich. Farley's rusk. Wife's dinner fish, love it. Toby Morgan, I love it. Jam butty black tape. In other words, what we're saying is we can catch a carp on anything, can't you? It doesn't have to be the latest bait. It has to be something that you're confident in. You know, I use the bait I use because I'm confident in what's in it. That gives me the confidence. You know, you use your bait, whatever it may be. As long as you've got confidence in it, it's better than any super bait out there. Simple as that. Matthew Tyson's had 2 30-pound mirrors on a boilie wrapped in mint chewing gum. Oh, that's interesting, isn't it? A dead roach while eel fishing. Fresh garlic bowl. Yep, garlic's a very good. Garlic powder's a very good ingredient to put in your stick mixes. I'm going to be trying a bit this spring, this summer. Garlic powder as part of the liquids and ingredients that I soak my boilies in. So we're going to see. I used it years ago, but I haven't used it. Thankfully, SSP Baits have managed to source some lovely garlic powder. So we're going to be giving that a go. See if it makes any difference. I know fish love garlic. I know a lot of good anglers that swear by garlic. Dizzy One Ball says, what type of terrier is Barney the Carp Dog? He is a Parsons Jack Russell. He's as mad as a box of frogs. If you've ever met him, you'll know all he does is bark like a crazy thing or sleep. Yeah, how about meats? Yeah, I mean, some boilies, or a lot of boilies have got meat ingredients in them, haven't they? I've heard of people catching on bits of chicken as well. Yeah, it's good, Brian Mills, isn't it? Evening, Captain Black Chicken, Lee Hucklow. Chili powder, yeah. I've got loads of new powders. Well, they're not new. They've been around for years that I'd forgotten about to use in different things this year. I'm going to, like, with floaters as well. Not only going to put oil on there, I'm going to put different bloody powders on there to give them a go. See if that helps. You know, we're going to be trying lots of different stuff this year, I think, especially in the summer when it's boiling hot, just to get a bite with floaters, zigs and everything else. Kevin A says, Mrs. B going to love you stinking the garlic. Yeah, Jack Emma says, I know it's not carp, he's had a few good roach on live flies. Yeah, I mean, fly fishing, there are guys who fish for carp with flies, aren't they? I've seen the videos. Paprika powder is a new level. Yeah, paprika, that chili, that hotness, fish love it. I don't know if you remember when there's a little bit of chili in the Monster X as well. I got them to put it in there. Chili powder. Mike Weatherington, thank you very, very much. Barney, the carp dog, appreciates the £4.99 super chat. I will buy him some treats, but not chocolate, because I've been told that's really bad for him. Chris Bennett said, do you bring floaters to France? Not really. I've never had very good experience with fish in France taking floaters. Although it does happen more often now, I believe. Yeah, loads of different spice powders, Mike, isn't there? Yeah, Chinese supermarket, Brian. Yeah, there is some real good stuff in there. You know, Bellicat, all that stuff. Like, you know, how they produce it. There's some real good ingredients down there. Hopefully, some I'm going to get my hold of as well. Yeah, fenugreek. Desi One Ball. The Monster X got fenugreek in it as well. I really like fenugreek. Crazy Blind Carpet says, chunks of raw steak is supposed to be good. Never used it myself. Kevin Miller says, ever thought of doing a fish care video, handling and general care of our prize fish? Yes, I've got to catch one first, Kevin. I've got to try and bloody catch one. But yes, it's a very good idea. Mike Swift said he gives his dog carrots. Good. I'm going to get a bag of carrots, Mike, for him when we go fishing. He loves carrots, actually. Because when the missus is peeling them and cutting them up for dinner sometimes, she always gives him a big old carrot and he loves it. Oh, look. They do. Paul Bradley says, take the proper dog chocolates for Barney when you're doing the biscuit cut. Good idea, Paul. I didn't realise that they'd done proper dog chocolates. Mm. Yes, it is, Brian. Yeah. Shh. You're giving away all the secrets now, Brian. Maple 8, it's in there as well. And it's what's in some of the sticky baits. The old fenugreek. Saw it on YouTube blog with two lads catching on chunks of pig's liver. Liver is one of the best ingredients, either in liquid form or powder form. This, right, I'm going to show you something now, right? Liquid liver, hydrolyzed liquid liver, right? This is what I use, okay? I don't know if I'm without tipping it everywhere. I don't know if you can see it in there. I don't think you can see it. I don't think you can without me bloody tipping it everywhere. Now, that one, who remembers Nutribaits? What was that? Nutribaits, their best-selling boilie of all time, mix. It had this particular liquid liver in there. It's a chicken hydrolyzed liquid liver, okay? It's the best, in my opinion. The chicken is the best one to go for. And it's the one the Nutribaits had in that bait that done so well everywhere. Trigger, that's it, Brian. Blood, my mind just disappears, Brian. I'm glad you're here to pull me up and guide me. What would I do without you, eh? But this is the real deal stuff, you know? Trigger it is. Trigger ice. That was the main ingredient that made the trigger ice and trigger so good. Just like the Broccacell yeast makes the mainline cell so good, amongst other things. Stuart Blackley says, what is the best unhooking mat to use? Depends on your price, depends if you're going for day sessions. One with as much cover, one with sides on, I would say, is the best one to use. Yeah, guys, what is the best unhooking mat, in your opinion, that Stuart should use? Look, the Carp Dog, right, look. The Carp Dog, I've got this out, right, look. I've opened this, opened the lid a minute ago, right? And the Carp Dog, look. He's licking it. Look, shows you how good it is. Right, look, I'll try and put that down a bit, look. He's loving that. He's loving the hydrolyzed liver, chicken liver. He's up here, he can smell that like a crazy thing. Can't ya? He wants that. I always feed my dog boilies and stuff to see if he likes them or not. There's not a lot he don't like, if I'm honest. Turmeric powder's very good, Paul Bradley. It's very good for cleaning your maggots off in the winter. Crazy Blind Carper, eBay, Adobo Carp Cradle. It's good. Yes, so Treble 7 said, what is the best fishing hooks? It really does depend. There's loads of different ones out there, different patterns. And also a bit of string. Depends on the rig you're using as well. Banana chips are a great treat for the Carp Dog. Yeah. He loves liver, especially the chicken liver. He loves, look, you wouldn't believe he's pouring at me because he wants it. He would eat anything, Kevin Hayes, yeah. But he's going mental. He's going absolutely mental for this. He's going absolutely crazy for that bloody hydrolyzed liquid liver. He's going mental for it. He's down here. He wants it. He's licking my fingers to try and get any morsels off of it. Bloody hell. Fox mats are good. Yeah, the Avid. I use the Avid cradle. Not the Avid mini cradle, which is good. Carp type mat. He's here. He's licking my leg where a little bit spilt on it. He's going mental for it, isn't he? Luncheon meat's good. Very good, Stuart. Give that a go. All the oils in it. Charles Clover Essential Oil is what you want. I love essential oils. Yes, Thomas, that's the one I use. The Avid Cradle XL. Really good bit of kit. Tracker Sentry mat. Gardner hand sharpened hooks. Nest Cradle. Your leg, yeah. God, I can still smell. I can really, well, I've had that lid off. It just smells of bloody liver everywhere now. I haven't seen the new Witchwood cradles yet. Look, he wants to go out, look. Oh, he was all over that liver. He was going mental. You didn't see him. He's scuttering around looking for it. Licking up the crumbs again, crafty boy, yeah. Make the Carp Dog some liver cake, Leon, yeah? Rich Daniels. How long is a bit of string? Smug answer, twice as long as half its length. Dom, I love you being on here, mate. You entertain me. Okay, Brett Story, don't work too hard, mate. Desi One Ball caught his first carp on luncheon meat. I caught my first carp on a little bit of crust, but I caught loads on luncheon meat as well. Bill Oakley says, hi Leon, can you use liquid liver all year round? 100%. I use it all year round on my boilies, if I'm putting the boilies in. Kevin Hayes, any mat besides, got to agree with you 100%. The more protection you get, the better for the fish, isn't it? I don't, yeah, like Wayne Nipper says, I don't need an unhooking mat at the moment, so I ain't catching nothing. It's the curse of the new carp rods, curse of the new Hutchie Dream Makers. Molasses is a very cheap and very energy-driven liquid as well, Daryl. They give it to horses as well. Dominic Carter said his life is complete. He entertains me. Well, guys, would you believe it? The hour is almost up. The hour is almost up. Thank you to everyone on Facebook. Thank you to everyone on YouTube for turning up tonight. You know, it really does give me a buzz when I see so many of us helping each other and having a real good laugh. Talking, I learn something every time we do these live streams. Monday's vlog, we'll have everything about this on the vlog, and I'm also going to put the link to this so you can go and have a look at it. On the closed Facebook group, it only takes one bite. Do a search for that if you're not already in there. I'm going to put the link at the bottom of the video when it loads up on Facebook, the bottom of the video when it loads up on YouTube, and on Monday's vlog, I will put the link at the bottom in the description. Check out the new t-shirts, the new black etched range of mugs, phone cases, t-shirts. Guys, at leoncarpdog.com on the shop. Every sale helps me to get all these bits and pieces and stuff, and just helps the channel not lose as much money. Okay, guys, thank you very much for this brilliant Wednesday night again. See you Sunday night. And don't forget, have a great weekend. Now's the time to be out there. Spring is here. Just enjoy it, guys. Your next fish is just around the corner, and every blank, like I keep telling myself, is a step closer to your next bite. And it really does only take one bite. Have a great evening, guys. See you Sunday night.